Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new bonus series, Long Live the Queen. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. I don't know how loud it is for you, but it's a little loud. That should be fine for now. We can always turn it up later. Welcome. As I said, this is a bonus series. If you don't know what that is or are new to the channel, this means that most of the series is going to be pre-recorded, as it's not a regularly scheduled series on the channel. So yeah, feel free to leave any tips though, even though there is a good chance I won't be able to do them since I've again pre-recorded, but I will respond to any comments. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. We do usual visual novel stuff, but we like to venture out, sometimes do some horror stuff or anime-esque stuff, so it's kind of up our alley. So what is Long Live the Queen? It is, I don't know if there's a genre, but it's kind of like Princess Maker, where you like have control of this character and you kind of shape their lives and their stats, basically, like what they're good at through time allocation in days and scheduling and stuff. Now this isn't 100% blind because I played about 3 hours in 2016, so 5 years ago. So yes, I've played this before, but I've never beaten it before. I think the only thing I really remember besides the basic gameplay is just going to war with some other country and dying. I think those were the majorities of my deaths. So yeah, it's basically gonna be mostly a new experience for me. So, and it's already in my library. It's called New Motivation for finally hitting 100 subs. So I do want to put some bonus content, and I think this could be fun, you know. It'll be interesting at least. So let's get started. Then we can talk about what we want to do more. Jocelyn Kintowager, Duke of Caloris. What a name. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. Elodie, Crown Princess. That's... I don't know if it's good to say us or... Because, again, it's like a planner type game. We'll show more when we actually get into it. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and make a wonderful queen if it's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't, but sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us, on you. Sigh. I will be here to guide you until your coronation, but the decisions you make are ultimately up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should read this brief introduction to how the game works. We will definitely be reading it, just because I definitely need a fresh up. Like, I've never played Princess Maker. I think I've played one other type of the game, but I never got too far in that either. And I don't even remember what it's called, but it is kind of up my alley, I think. Or at least I have an interest in it. I just will see if it's up my alley in a second. But yeah, tell me more. You will be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean difference between life and death. You also need to keep an eye out on Elodie? I don't know. I'm just trying to go with Elodie, though Elodie sounds kind of better. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now. You know what? What's the best way to solve this problem? Elodie Pronunciation. How to say Elodie correctly, French and English. This might be loud.
Bonjour, this is Julian the Frenchman who makes French pronunciation videos here on YouTube, and we are looking at how to pronounce this French feminine given name, a variant of the name Alodia, possibly a Gothic name with elements ala, meaning other or foreign, and odd, meaning wealth or heritage. How do you go about pronouncing it? In French, in France, we would say it as Elodie.
Elodie.
A beautiful name.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Elodia. It's actually kind of sick. Alright. You also need to keep an eye on Elodia's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodia is not very happy right now. The mood button will take you to the emotion screen for more details. Alright. Elodia is feeling both afraid and depressed, but her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Elodia's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus skill. It will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skill screen now. Oh boy, it's a lot of skills. Skills are broken into 4 main categories. Social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. You start with 0 in all skills. Every week, Elodia already went back to the Elodie. Can study 2 skills. Normally, she earns 2 points in a skill for every weekday that she studies, so if she studies history, she will earn 2 points for 5 days equals 10 points. Okay. Because Elodia is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to the social skill set conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to other people. If she studies conversation, she will earn 2 -2 points per day, so that's 0 points. However, if she has a 1+ bonus to the expression skill set. If she studies one of the expression skills, she will earn 2 + 1 points per day, which means 3 points a day, 15 points for the week. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time and not learning anything. If you study a skill you have bonuses for, you will learn much faster than normal. All of these bonuses and penalties will change Elodia's mood when Elodia's mood changes. She can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Check the skill screen every week to see your current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills, bonuses, and penalties, you are ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down skill set by category for your morning and evening classes. When you select a skill set, the 3 options in that set will appear on the right side of the screen. Choose a class option for both morning and evening classes, then click the Done button, which will appear in the lower right corner. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over the text. These tell you what's happening behind the scenes. There you go. Bubbles like these will show you when Elodia's mood is being altered by events. Oh. Bubbles like these show you when the story... Oh, those are basically skill checked. I got it. Bubbles like these will show you when the story is changing based on what skills Elodia has learned so far. If the test fails, there's some option being missed that because she doesn't have enough points in that skill yet. The feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try, but if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preference menu. Now get ready to become a queen. Okay, so that's the gist of it. So we have a lot of things we can do, and I'm sure there's many ways to play this. Again, my only memory is dying in a war, so I kind of want to play knowing that a war will happen. I don't know if it's by the same people, but... So we have social, intellectual, physical, and mystical. I don't think I've ever done mystical in my whole time playing. I don't know why. Back when I was younger, I just had the opinion that magic sucks in a fantasy world. And nowadays, I'm like, well, actually, magic's probably the strongest thing you can have in a fantasy world. So in this run, I guess we'll just, since we're just dipping our toes, we'll just go with our gut. But we probably do want to have a mix on everything. Like we have the bonus in expression, so voice might be good. I'm guessing you want to dive into like multiple things. We can do 3 or 2 classes per week, right? Or is it 3? Pole arms, animal handling, dog. I do kind of want to go with bonuses, but if that changes per your mood, it might not actually be the best thing, because then it just, unless you want to stay depressed. But we can go with, how about we go with something like Battle Queen. We'll go like a mix of physical, mystical, and put some military in it. We'll become, probably need some, voice would be fine, I think, too. Do something like that. I don't know. Again, it's the beginning of the series, so you can just play around with it, and we can try different builds as we go on and learn what we actually need. I wonder if angry gives you like battle bonuses. Would be good. And I remember school uniforms give you different stats, I think, or some does. Alright, so this game will now attempt to save the log and open it in a web browser. No, thank you. So morning classes, so we have 2, I guess. Ah, okay, so there's like subclasses in the classes. Swords. I do respect. Actually, if we're doing magic too, maybe like pole arms plus magic so we can wield a staff. I do respect pole arms more. As a child, I was like, swords are best, but now archery and pole arms are respectable. So I have some weapon training, you know. Obviously, as a royalty, you wouldn't expect to need it, but just in case. We do have bonus on expression. Oh, that's singing? I don't really want singing. Or a battle. Actually, what do we have the penalties to? We can't do anything athletic, conversation, or royal. We could do dog handling. Training, hunting, riding, grooming. Training, hunting. Horsey? Ride into battle? But we're using pole arms. I kind of want to go sword, honestly. Gotta be I do like the sword. History, intrigue. Victory at sea. Being able to move troops and supplies in a timely fashion. Lore. Where's Matt? Wait. Yeah, where's Mystical? Oh, we don't have Lumen. Okay. I don't know if I want to learn lore. Meditation. Your inner warrior. Oh man, it's so hard. It's kind of exciting though, because I don't know what Stumby did. We'll be a warrior princess, queen. Let's learn some military strategy. Actually, I guess you need like... Yeah, let's do strategy first. How you doing? Swords up by 10. You take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. You study the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons in battle formations. What's all that noise? Who's there? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Lucio, Countess of Nitz. Darling, we're so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. You look nice, niece, Lorient. And Charlotte, Lady Merva. Hi, Lodi. Lodia. Hi, Lottie. Lotia. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep, Mommy said we'd be here all month. Cheerful +1. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Oh, the weekend? Talk to your father. Yielding, depressed, pressure. Lonely, afraid, minus depression. Charlotte, play with toys. Sneak out. I don't really want the depressed bonus, honestly. One depression would be like a mix here. I don't really want to be afraid either. There's no really way of getting 2+ yielding, depressed, pressure. Pressure, 2+ yielding. I'll still be depressed. I guess we can go do Charlotte or your father. Let's try father. Dad, can we talk? I'm sorry your uncle and I have things to do, maybe another time. Oh. Well, that didn't really work. We are still depressed. Though we did get a bit lonely. I don't know how much I want to mix it up. I guess we should mix it up a bit, but like, I also just kind of want to do it. I guess we maybe I should have started. I'll keep doing swords, but maybe I'll get some horsey riding. I guess. Let's do some horsey riding. It's kind of... I mean, I don't want to have the mindset where it's too late to start. So let's just do horsey riding. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precise mark targets, building up your muscles and control. Bonus depressed. You walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses, learning about their breeds and the names for different parts of their autonomy. What's the commotion outside, Father? What's going on? Juliana, who the heck are you? I've come to pay respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I am a lumen, as she was, and like every lumen, I am willing to give my life, if necessary, to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodia, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. We want to be magic, so letting her stay doesn't sound bad. Let her stay. I want to hear what she has to say. She stays. Willful. As you wish. Well. Juliana. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? No lore! Failed. The source of power for any lumen is a particular magic crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hand, light flickers above her bosom, and with a shower sparkles something takes shape. You reach out and touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. How are we doing on mood? Still depressed. Though, being willful. If you can get willful pumped, that might be good. I mean, we might as well. If you want to do the bonuses, since it gives you 15, you probably want to. You need to stick with it for more than just one time. So we'll just do this again. Get our swords in, because eventually we want to learn magic to pair up with our swords so we can be a magical warrior. Week 3. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in carefully timed patterns. You learn about caring for horses, grooming with different brushes, and keeping hooves free of stones. You learn about different pieces that go into saddles and bridles, how to check for signs of wear, and how to equip and adjust them on a horse. Okay. He loves me not. Lodi, do you have a boyfriend? Not really, I just like to play with flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Urshel runs into the garden and points a sword at you. What? No, not at you. At your feet? Princess, don't move. I will trust you, magic woman. No, my composure. You want to hold still, but you don't have the composure to hold in your position without peeking. You look down where her sword is pointed. There's a snake in the grass. You can't help. You squeak back and jump back. The snake tenses, prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake's fangs sink into her legs. Lottie! Too late, Julia swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What is going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get her a herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. We'll be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. It's a bad time. This is how you boost willfulness? Or do we want plot? Let's talk to our father. Dad, what happened to Mom's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine. Willful +1 anyways. Meddling with magic to killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want, but for now you are still a child. What's this mood? Afraid? Ooh. It's not good. What's the bonuses for this? Penalty to agility and faith. Oh wait, a penalty to weapons? We're doomed. And military. And intrigue. We have bonus to agility and faith. Wow. I guess reflexes will be good for our path of warrior. And we can still pump horses. Sure. Agility, reflexes. Pump the horse. Your teacher walks around you, prodding a finger at you slowly in order to train you into blocking those touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. You learn how to mount and dismount a horse, first with a boost, then from the ground. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zahara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we get more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. No poison. But her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. Maybe she has a guardian angel. That was good. Talk to Juliana, maybe? Guess we're going back and forth. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. The world is filled with dangers and you will need the power of a lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under the royal treasury. You are a princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. I'll try to find a way. Alright, I will try to get into the treasury. We willful yet? Nope. Close. It honestly looks like we're a bit higher, but maybe not. Classes. What are we taking? We still have the boost, right? Yeah. That's fine. We will be the horse master. And fast reflexes. You practice with the jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting the ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekend. New tech. You learn how to handle the reins and guide a horse around the field. You may now hunt on weekends. Your skill in horses is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your other animal handling skills are 25 or higher. Interesting. Okay. One of the maids approaches you for your attention. Alice. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talasse. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of deeply regret, best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Something sparkly will make me feel better. What does this do? Angry. -2 afraid, +1 depressed. Do I want to be angry? I want to be willful too. Visit treasury. We can try that. Accounting and presents failed. Try to talk your way past the treasury guards, but despite eyelashing, fluttering, foot-stopping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Look at that smug face. So, we need treasury. Wait, accounting or presents? Ooh, presents is... Do bonus to intrigue, military, and lumen? Dude, this is the god stats. So I guess we'll go lumen. Oh, we can't go lumen. We'll go military again and get our sword still up. Or do you want to handle... I guess it's actually good to go full. Be more invested in like the full path. To get it over 50, huh? Can't do economics either. Okay, it's fine. We'll probably ditch animal handling then. No, we want military. Spruce Strati. Do I want to go reflex? What else do we have for bonus? Intrigue, military, and lumen. Kind of want to just learn swords. We're swording it up. You practice moving a blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging. You study the effects of battle stress on troops and how morale can turn the tide of combat. As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure on the palace grounds. It's the Duchess of Ursul. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that is seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was that a servant, a thief, or an assassin? Climb? No, is there climbing? You run over this statue, try to pull yourself up in the pedestal, but it's too awkward to get your feet in place. By this time whoever you saw is probably gone anyway. Bad choice. Oh, we can't do treasury. I don't really know what to do. Boost willfulness? Willful and angry, visit the dungeons. Hell yeah. Affected by willfulness. You sneak a peek at the luckless peasants held in the dungeons, petty thieves and troublemakers, now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Okay. I think we're good. I guess we can start branching out and get 25 in these so we don't overclock on swords, because it is limited on 50 and we'll waste some points, so let's get archery and continue on this strategy. You learn how to twist and wax bowstrings from a variety of fibers. You study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation in making soldiers who can trust and depend on each other. You learn about how units reinforce each other in the field of gaining strength through proximity and covering of weaknesses. You may now tour the barracks on the weekends. As you are walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. Ooh, our first chat succeeds. You swiftly sidestep and let her pass. Easy. Lose willful but get pressured. I kind of like the willful bonus for the military. Military gains. Being angry might be sick too though. But it'll be a bit to get all the way up to angries. And we don't really need more willful. So we can start getting angry. Doesn't this give us anger? Let me in! Huff. Alright. So we'll go to naval strategy, I guess. I don't know if we really need sea strats, but we'll try it out. Learn to cut, felch, and tie arrows. You learn that the sea is not something you hold. It is something you travel across. Naval strategies ensure you are free travel while denying it to your enemies. There's a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters, which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction over the time it takes and make copies to send them all over the world. I don't know much about factories or trades. Would that really be worthwhile? We're not interested. Wow. Guess it would be worthwhile. Let's get angry. You take the court for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. We're thrilled up. We're working on that anger. Still can't do lumen. But that's okay. We just do this again, right? What is our archery level? Archery is 26. Oh, nice. We can switch to pole arms already. Pole arms and do this. You want to be a sword main. You learn about the variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear, to the halberd and the glaive. You study different kinds of ships, their names, designs, and the number of crew needed for each. You study different kinds of ships, their speed, maneuverability, and standard component of weapons. Banian, Duke of Mary, Earl of Serenitatis. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss, even after all these years. I sometimes forget that my own mother will never come back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Itzonite occupation of the country of Iberium has gone on for too long. Now's the time to push back. Oh no, is it wartime already? I know there's some problems with Itzion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying southern Mary. Military success. We have plenty of troops, so it shouldn't be that hard to drive them out if we want to make a fight of it. Think we're battling, dude. Well, if they want to fight, we'll give it to them. I will arrange for troops to be sent to your aid. Thank you, Your Highness. This is the military run. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna. Then you have made arrangements with him? What sort of arrangements? Your Highness, that is a courting gift. That man wishes to gain your hand in marriage. Okay, Sedna, we need to check you out first. Oh, I didn't realize. Let's get angry. Thrill. So willful. How are we looking? We can go into logistics now. And one more in polearms, so that should be good. We are going to war. You practice while carrying a long weapon, getting the feel for its size and weight and learning to maneuver without banging it into anything unintentionally. You unlocked a new outfit. Weapon Master? You learn about types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. You receive a report on the outcome of the battle against the Itzonites. You succeed in driving them out of Mary, but it costs you about 3/4 of a battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 834 soldiers. The Duke of Mary will be happy, but we could have done better. What am I teaching you for? Let's talk to my father. Dad, if this trouble with Itzion started years ago, why didn't my mom fix it? Your mother told the Duke of Mary and Duchess of Hellas that it was their problem and they should sort it out themselves. True, we don't actually know the geography, so we might have just sent them for no reason. Oh, should I have done that? The situation is different now. Everyone on all sides wishes to see what sort of queen is coming to the throne. Everyone is judging me. New outfit? Boosts weapons. Yo, we're crusading. Any weapon boosters? How much does it boost my weapon? Ooh. And it gives us a 1+ boost while learning too. That's big. We're gonna go back to the sword plane and continue logistics, I think. Keep right-clicking. It's a habit. Back to sword main. Continue logistics. You know, they want to come after us. They can try their best. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents and shove them backwards. You study the kinds of equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and tools to repair anything damaged. You study different kinds of transports, animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats, and boots. You unlocked a new outfit? Ooh. There are reports of a Keithong had been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, sharp beak and spikes on its back. Eek? Several disappearances in the southern Caloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You should only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Jesus. Also, there's a letter for you. Talarus, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official business. Oh, it's the guy that wants her hand in marriage. Hello? Let me in. I kind of want to ride the willful train a bit. So maybe I won't do that. Let's... Ooh, this just boosts both. There you go. You do have boost military. That does look sick. Do we really need the military boost right now? I think I'd rather wear the weapon one for now. We'll work on the other stuff later. I mean, we just... Oh, we go back to strategy now. There you go. You spar with a partner, trading blows while looking for openings to take each other. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting the feel for its weight and edges as you learn how to care for it. You study the effects of different kinds of battle terrain for both offense and defense. You study the power of ranged weapons from arrows to thrown fire and sand, and how the threat of such attacks can shift the enemy's response. Ooh. Well, he looks interesting. Ah, Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you at person at last. Your description did not do you just. Giggle. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was pleased to hear that you accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope this is a beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us will bring stability to both our people. He really does want to marry me. We did kind of helped that blonde guy. I kind of want to marry him. He kind of owes us. Declined. I need to let him down gently. I'm not marrying you. I'm only 14. That may not have been gentle. I see. I regret the misunderstanding. Sorry, dude. But I kind of... Maybe the blonde guy will do it. Because we helped him with our military, you know? Though he might have just done it anyways. I don't really know what to do. Let's get rid of our depression, maybe. Yielding, lonely, cheerful. Lonely, cheerful. There's nothing I really want to do. Let's just boost both. I don't want to lose willful. Let's not just play sports. No, we're angry. Oh, we get bonus to weapons military. Wait, that's even better. Never mind, we're pumping. Warlord status initiated. I guess we just keep going with our normal classes. We're actually a warlord. We're big. What? You practice drawing your blade and striking at short notice from a variety of positions. You learn techniques for thrusting your blade through armor to disable or kill your opponent. Jesus. You study the use of cavalry in battle, as well as the costs and benefits of traveling with large animals. You study the effects of a strong hierarchy on military organization and the ability of troops to respond to changing situations. Communication of an army can be difficult, disrupt signals, and can lead to chaos. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Corisande, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice it is. The devils killed me brother and broke me ma'am's heart. Lied to her, they did. When she went to see why he'd not come back, she said he'd gone for a soldier, when he never would. You weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, and she is just literally admitting it. Executor. Warlord. Elodia. As she is clearly guilty. Her life is forfeit. She will be hanged in public as deterrent to other criminals. You'll not have me. All of a sudden, she breaks loose from the guards and rushes at you. Where's Sword Master? Hello? In your court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon and only find a heavy golden ornament which you hurl in her direction. My archery failed? Your missile flies wide of its mark. Before you have a chance to do anything, your personal guards step in action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger you. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Get that out of here. Put it on display so that everyone sees what happens to criminals. Actually, warlord status. Jesus. Don't defy me. We need to stay angry. We're pumping now. Let me in. They won't let me in. My archery failed, huh? I guess we don't need to do swords, because it's technically at 100 from the boost. We will do strategy, though. I mean... Warlord, go full military tree. Think I won't. I'll do that. Actually, full military. Just for not going magic. This is a full warlord run. You learn about different styles of bows, launch, short, recurve. Learn about caring for your bow, how to store it, strap on protective gear, and practice gripping, drawing and anchoring the bow, finally before losing shot. You study the concept of defeat in detail. Dude, we're a strategy master. As you're walking one day in the garden, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father's waiting for you. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, your royal highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? We're not interested. Well, I know for the next run, we definitely need to diversify our thing. I guess for the next one, we can try actually, like, getting stats that will help lead the place instead of just being military. Where's the warrior, dude? I'm ready for battle. Let's play some tennis, dude. Hell yeah. Alright. Time for naval strategy. We will master it all. Practice shooting at clearly marked targets. You practice shooting at targets of different shape and size in mixed terrain. You learn about the requirement for all civilized sailors to rescue the crew of a sinking ship, even an enemy. Learn about the challenges to naval warfare posed by unpredictable weather. You learn about the use of ships in transporting ground stuff. Remember that the festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for commoners, followed by the grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball, there will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in ceremony planning, possibly giving a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means to harm you, think on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Briony. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother's the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Let's do this. Sitting on the court session is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important to your future. We don't really need yielding since we're not going the mage spec. Hell yeah, okay. So one more archery and, I mean, just same stuff. We're already all in. It's too late to switch. You practice long distance shooting, setting arrows into the ground. You practice shooting at moving targets. You practice shooting targets while you yourself are moving. Pulled along in a chariot. You have nothing to learn about archery. You study the cost, time, and materials required to construct new ships. You study blockades, both setting them and breaking them. Today is the procession. The people will recover from disappointment. If you lose you, there's no recovery. I will lead the parade. I am literally a weapon master. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town. With your attendants, it would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that is taller than you are. At the end of the route, you help the priestess turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. Then the new life is blessed and all the attendants join in song. The procession regroups to return to the castle. Nice. Okay. If I change my outfit, it does suck we're at 99. The boost's not big enough though. I don't know, whatever. Let's stick with the freaking Crusader Knight stuff. We do need one more, one more naval. And we're going into pole arms, okay. Try to fight me now. Learn the basic stances, practice standard attacks, practice sparring. You study the difficulty of sneak attacks and effective cannons. Are you ready for the grand ball? Gulp. You finished dressing and descended the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. No, not afraid. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father awaits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Keetle alone has brought 3 eligible sons all near your age. You look around the room at all the possible partners, which is to say everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Still older. Can we roll the blonde guy? I literally don't know anyone else, to be honest. Look around for a likely candidate, and your eyes settles on Chain, the Earl of Mima. He's almost 10 years older, and then you're quite good looking, so why not enjoy yourself? He smiles brightly at your approach and begins to dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him. His steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you're supposed to do when you trip over your own feet. Oops. Between the dances, there's a time for guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. During the lull of music, Banyan, the Duke of Margee, taps an elegant fingernail against the wine glass, letting a clear note ring through the room. That's your name, Duke of Mary. We didn't get him, right? No, we got Mima. Okay. I believe we should offer compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage keeps our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenely, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury. Sudbury! Only months older than you. I love Sudbury. And due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adelaide, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at the absolute terror of the ball fields. No Breenery. She had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. It's nice to see you able to enjoy your time with your friends and family, isn't it? Let's get pumped up. Well, I'd say that went as well as it could. Polearms logistics. Let's go. What do we do after that? Maybe intrigue? We're kind of late on that though. I'm realizing for a next run, we definitely don't need to max stuff out right away. Just like spread it out in a general sense, but again, it's too late. Let's just go for it. Get the logistics started. I am reading this, but it is a pretty long video. You can just read it easily yourself. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Siren, Count of Miranda and Calistio. You're too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren. Not a member of your circle. She's a bit more than a decade of your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arms in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame her with silent scorn. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Elodia, I hope you have been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise your eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful now how you deal with people like Siren. You need goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I'm paying attention to what's around me. I'm not. Hey, I remember you. It's been a while. You have not yet reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. You know what? We're not getting in there. You can do it, I guess. I suppose I'll listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapsed, crushing the guards on duty. Nothing is stolen, at least nothing that is acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. He will never trust you the same way again. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's not like we're close to learning magic. Well, I might learn magic after I finish, because I'm almost done with weapons. And we can go back to Willful if possible. Boosted complete. We're bid. Logistics. Ooh. Okay. It's the time of the year to decide any necessary adjustments to the royal budget. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there's always some room for discretion. I don't know anything about budgets. Raise the taxes. We need more money. Raise the taxes a bit. As you wish. Never go around with more money. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal, of course. Everything is ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifices, then do not let it go to waste. Too late to turn my back now. I have to do the best I can for my people. What do I do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands, press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, illuminate. Okay, here we go. Illuminate! Magic girl? Actually. Magical girl warlord. It's time. You feel dizzy and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I would come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. I should feel happy, I guess. I'm a lumen now. I just hope I'm doing the right thing. Don't worry. Ugh. I guess we have to pump logistics unless we want to switch out of our... You have to pump one of these, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll pump logistics and learn lumen. I can learn lumen now. Sense magic. Resist magic. Wield magic. Dude, I'll start with some sense magic. We do need to get willful though. Close your eyes and learn how to feel magic inside of you. Learn how to delay the advance of an invading force. Nice. You are requested to stand judgment. A man has been convicted of murder by strangling his wife. He does not deny the fact, but requests a pardon that he might be set free. If you admit to killing your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, your majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me, and the wife's chains wrapped around her. I need the priestess to bless me and make me clean again. Demons? That make you attack people? Is that even possible? Execute him! I don't care whether there were demons or not. You're still murder and your life is forfeit. You will be hanged in the public as a deterrent to future criminals. He opens his mouth to argue with you, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, your majesty. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of here. We need some willfulness. How do I get willfulness? This. Joy my freedom. And we need to decrease anger after. It'll be a bit till we get the boost, I guess. Is logistics done yet? No, right? Oh, it is done. We need a secondary. Ooh, we really need that willful boost. What are we doing? I have no idea. Let's do physical. That's some battle stuff, I guess. Agility. What kind of reflexes? Ooh. Well, whatever. You practice using small amounts of magic. There we go. We're bid. He was led to the platform. He suddenly lashed out with explosive magic power, killing several guards and spectators before making his escape. The population is buzzing with rumors of a secret cabal of evil lumens who sacrifice innocents in their dark rituals. It's unfortunate. Sneak out. Still angry though. Now we have to decrease anger next cycle, and we can just stick with this, I guess. Mentor summons up magical energies to strike the nearby ground. practice tennis against multiple opponents. Yeah. Pump agility. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Reginald of Aeleth, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He was really old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Your young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother Ares, the Duchess of Lila, has pensioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adair are both young, not too far in age. You request that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. Get out of here. The Earl of Ishtar's closest blood relation that Adair has, he should be regent. As you wish. You know what? I'm gonna end the video. I was planning on doing a run per video, but it's getting late. And I'm sure it'll be faster when we don't read all of the progress, but first let's get our willful up. Actually, we need to get our anger down. There we go, willful up, so next time we get the Lumen bonus. This we could go intrigue too, but we're kind of pumping in agility, to be honest. Might want to stick with it, or we'll switch. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching as always. Again, since this is a bonus series, episodes will be uploaded around 12 a.m. EST, and I plan on doing like, well, a lot of it's gonna be pre-recorded, so it should be like sequence upload, so it should be up pretty fast, which is cool. Just name it 1. And yeah, but thanks for watching as always. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to sub, and if you're interested in more Long Live the Queen, then there will be more. So hopefully you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and hopefully see you again. Bye.